Okay, we are going live in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, where are the rest of us?
I don't know.
Good question, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know where Mabu is. He's still performing tonight, I think, or on the way home.
Yeah, he's probably on the way home now. But, in the meantime, I thought we might just get things started here a little bit right on time, 9 o'clock, and just wait for people to trickle in and just say hi to the chat and everything while I'm getting things set up.
Sounds good.
Yes. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. Are we live?
There is the Wuten.
Let's see.
Apparently not.
Hello, Undertaker, Scotty, Stacy Jones, Zach, Gub the Observer. Hello. I need to share this around because YouTube fucking got rid of all the fucking implementations with Twitter and Facebook and all that.
Yay, because YouTube's a shit.
Yes.
Westwards?
God damn it.
I'll be Akira.
Alright, tweeters.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Mike.
Hi.
Looks like...
I don't know if Cygnus is going to make it yet, because he's been DMing me about being a practical zombie.
Okay. That's fine. Y'all don't need to be doing any acting. I just thought it might be fun for y'all to stick around for what I've got planned.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Making some posts as folks make their way in.
I'm loving the live stream chat right now.
Let's see, live stream. Hello, American Metalhead 100, Dark Fane, Maria Ortiz, Starry, and yeah, I think that's everyone so far.
Cygnus will definitely not be joining us, so it was just talking to him.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Also, I should probably turn this up.
Yeah, he sent me a gif of Fred pulling Shaggy by the shoulders.
Hello?
The same one.
Hello? Hello? Are we good?
Wait,
does it sound better?
Wait, NP, he sent you the same one?
Okay.
Yes. Fred Jones is pushing Shaggy. I was like, oh my God, that's me. It's like me, but they're both me at the same time. It's me pushing my
Oh.
that I'm running.
Yeah, I told him I would channel Fred.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright, since we're doing a bit of a shorter session here tonight, it's mostly going to be Theater of the Mind, so y'all don't need to worry about moving tokens or anything like that. Got mostly story things in mind for tonight.
I don't even remember where we left off.
So last time y'all left off, you managed to complete the trial for the Viridium. Managed to get that at the last moment with some teamwork between Schism and Akira. And so, at the end...
Also, I got hella 20s, I remember that.
Yeah, you did. You face off against Morgala for a little bit. Just a little bit. And, let's see. I'm just posting this in a bunch of chats.
Well, we went shopping less, and then after that session, didn't we? We just got a bunch of stuff.
No. Haven't gone shopping yet. You did level up. But,
well, we gotta make our way to Glacier from. Finally! It's my time to shine.
We'll see how things go tonight.
I do not like it when the DM has that tone of voice.
I'm starting to understand how the DM feels when they talk like that.
Starry says I'm quiet. Am I quiet, Starry? Am I quiet, Starry?
Talk again.
Teensy bit.
I'm
Am I
gonna.
quiet? This is my normal talking voice. It's right about here.
All right, try again.
Hello, this is my normal talking voice. At this
All right, I need to turn your gain up just a tad on my end. 1 second. Okay, try again.
So I could turn me up instead.
That could work. All right, let's hear what it sounds like.
Well, let's just turn this dial right here, and that should help a bit.
Ooh, that sounds nice. There we are.
We'll leave it here.
All right, perfect. Let's see.
So, we do not have a Guti yet, but he will be arriving in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
And Kai is also absent this evening.
Yep. He's in the emergency room with little kitty cat. Cat's got a little something they caught wind of, and so they're getting it taken care of while they're going to get her declawed. So that'll be a little something.
Hello, Pyrotechnics. I fear that by the end of this campaign, everyone's going to hate me.
Maybe. We'll see.
What a very DM thing to say. I know some of your plans for me already. Okay, you people really need to stop with with the emojis, please. Please.
This is what people do on Twitch streams. I rarely sit down on a Twitch stream, but it's more or less how it goes. It's all emojis. I don't know.
Yeah, I went ahead and cleared those.
Does anybody here speak emoji? As a whole
I do.
wall of cakes.
I do.
I think it's trying to communicate.
What does the wall of cakes say?
Presumably not the same thing as the fox.
Hi,
here.
Cygnus.
I just
Oh,
told
yes,
everyone you wouldn't. Made a liar out of me.
Oh, that's good. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay
It's
around.
okay.
'Cause
That's
I'm
okay.
just fucking
That's okay.
done.
That's okay.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Just waiting on
Oh, the
Chaotic
universe
and
is
Goody.
I'm pretty sure the universe is determined to run you ragged right now, but
Yeah.
got a little something special tonight.
that doesn't encourage any of us.
It should. At least you and Cygnus. Y'all should both get excited when I start talking like that.
I mean, this is true. But perhaps the rest of us shouldn't.
Chaotic said he'd be here, didn't he? I thought he
Mhm.
was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is
I
he so
think.
busy with his truckload?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a drunk Kichi.
Hello, Kichi. Hello, drunk Kichi. Tonight's gonna be, for those of you just jumping in, tonight's gonna be more of a theater of the mind. So it's gonna be a lot of us doing exposition and the occasional dice roll, but not a lot of mechanical who's and what's it's.
Nice save. The occasional dice roll.
Shh. It's grammatically correct.
And you told us you wouldn't make them roll death saves.
Ooh.
Not that I mind. Not that I mind.
Oh.
Oh my.
After our last encounter with these pitiful mortals,
Yeah, I'm keeping my peace on that one. I've already said what I need to say about that.
Okay. I think I've got pretty much everything set and ready to go here. So once Goody gets in and hopefully Chaotic wakes up, we'll get things underway.
Chaotic.
Zach, is this the last half of the final arc? No, it's not. This is we're roundabout decently into arc 3. The end of the arc. Well, I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it, but we'll eventually get there. It might take a little bit, but that's completely dependent on how the dice decide to decide their fate. Could say dice side their fate.
Oh, you could, but
Dice rolls.
Dice rolls. Dice side.
Dice rolls.
Cop Killer Records. We out of this bitch.
What even was that laugh, Wuten? Was that Hemodary Gollum?
Yes. Yes.
Christ.
Also, I love that I've had this break to just sort of flesh things out. I've had so much time to get so much, like, the music for this arc is going to be, like, so good. I managed to purchase the entire soundtrack of both Destiny 1 and 2, and so I've got so much shit to work with.
Oh,
wow.
God.
It's like, I've got leitmotifs and everything. I love it.
Did you say leitmotifs?
Leitmotifs.
It's like a leitmotif, except
leitmotif.
It's
Leitmotifs.
right?
You know? Yeah. Yeah. I've got leitmotifs.
Will Gala get lit up in this house?
Yes. Okay.
Why is Discord on the side of the screen? Using Destiny and Clopfix, interesting idea.
One
of the stream chat folks.
I mean, I can think of a couple of songs that might work. Probably. Wait. Let me pause this real quick. Let's see here.
I mean, if it's ever one of those like have sex or die fix.
Let's see. I've got this. Let's see.
Or
actually, no.
Our love making will literally save the universe fix. Oh no.
Hey, $2 from Kichi. Good luck with whatever the hell is going on here. You'll find out momentarily. Thank you for the super chat.
Here either. I don't know what the hell's going on here either, to be honest. I'm right there with Kichi.
Let's see.
To be completely honest, I haven't actually caught up with. I haven't watched the entire thing from beginning to end. I'm just here with a vague understanding of what's going on.
Let's see. You reach the final session for the dice roll, then it'll be all over in the next campaign, or maybe streaming games. I actually do have a campaign after this that we're planning on doing.
Which one is that?
Pirates.
Oh, I thought that was like concurrent with it.
No,
No.
it'll be Goody's campaign is going to be the quote unquote main campaign, the new main campaign, and then Pirates is going to be the off campaign.
Ah.
Holy shit, I actually get to be in things again.
Yeah.
Yay.
I like this one.
And then evil campaign whenever we can get people together to do it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. This would be a very interesting song to use for Clopfix. Here we go.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh no.
I don't know if...
I can see it.
You can hear it?
I'm
Yep.
not in the real 20.
Oh,
well,
oh no, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can hear it, and I was saying, yeah, it's good work.
yeah, yeah.
Sickness, that gift.
Anyway.
Me.
Oh.
I feel like that's
Jeez.
just Cygnus's general state of mind.
Probably.
So having just finished Kingdom Hearts, I just played through Kingdom Hearts 1 for the very first time. I was like, Donald, can I get some fucking heals? And that's the look he fucking gives me.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. What the fuck do you want? It's like,
You are incidentally very kind, Thorny.
I mean, he is.
Aw.
I'm confused as to how, since I just said that your general state of mind was an angry, sleep-deprived duck, but...
Did you... Oh, am I too tired that my sarcasm didn't come across?
With you, it is always hard to tell.
I mean, admittedly, you do have a point about that being
I
my
thought you
natural
were-
state.
To be fair, I thought you were referring to something else, so I wasn't quite looking for sarcasm.
I am getting my computer and stuff set up now. I'm sorry.
Were you actually
It's all good.
sleeping?
Partially, yes.
Oh. You gonna be okay, my
Donald
guy?
Duck's face in that gif is me whenever I'm called in to work. On an off day.
Yeah. Well,
I literally pick and choose the days that I say yes to coming in, not based on what I actually can do that day, but based on my energy level and what I feel like doing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a day that I'm not scheduled for, that's how I do it. I don't feel any shame.
I think that's how it usually goes, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I was totally asleep when you sent that text.
Yeah, except some days it has been I've actually been asleep, and other days are just I don't care. They'll find someone.
Yeah, I wish I had that excuse. They corner me while I'm still at work.
let's see.
Christ. Let me walk into their office and just give them a nice, friendly chat about all this overtime they're having you work.
Oh, we've had that conversation.
Mm,
Repeatedly.
mm.
My response to them is Donald Duck.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that gift manage to be so adorable in all of its anger and resentment?
Because you know what I look like, and you absolutely know that I could pull that off.
Yeah.
What, a sleepy glare?
That particular level of side-eye.
Yes, you could. In fact, I generally consider that to be your default state.
Son of a bitch. What you people must think of me, my goodness.
Ain't it?
Cody's here.
Only the best. Hi, sweetie.
Obviously.
Okay, that was a Snape interpretation right there. You've applied for the Defense Against the Dark Arts post? But you were declined? Obviously.
Obviously, Mr. Potter.
Hi, Boo.
Oh, now you say hi. Okay.
Hello!
Wow.
All right.
Goody,
Yeah.
something you're just going to have to come to terms with is you will never rank alongside Harry Potter franchise.
Oof.
I don't intend to.
Oof. All
Actually,
right.
there's Lord of the Rings in this case, but
I swear I heard Chaotic in here earlier.
He
Did
said
he?
I think he was on his phone, and now he's like going to get his main computer. So
Okay.
not
Okay.
too
Excellent.
long.
Excellent.
I think.
Excellent. So I will do
No.
a quick recap of things up to this point that we have encountered, and then we'll start with plan for tonight. Since we only have about an hour and a half, I'm just gonna go ahead with what I've got planned for the four of you, and then save what I've got for Kai's character first thing next session. So each of you will have something special here this session. It'll be something.
this is the recap, by the way, guys. It's being transmitted telepathically.
Yes, it is. All right. Let's see. Late to the stream, is that Ludofero? Yes, it is actually. She and Shadow of Cygnus are they're just lurking here tonight. I've got a little something for them to just sit back and enjoy.
Oh, shit. I didn't give myself an extra ability point. We're 16, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I got an ability
Well,
point.
actually, let's see. We are. Yeah, we're 16.
Right. Boink.
Actually, wait.
Oh, did you forget to do the ability point, Boo?
Or were you guys level 16 already?
I mean,
I think we hit it at the end of last session.
I thought you guys were already level 16 because you were like.
Oh, right.
I have
Okay.
17 on my
Level
sheet
16,
here.
you,
I've saved
Yeah,
every
you are
level I'm on,
17.
so-
Okay, so everyone is
17.
level 17. 17.
17?
17.
You were 16 when you
You were
killed
16.
Thunin.
Yeah.
Oh.
16 was fighting a Thunin. Yes.
So we just hit 17. Okay.
Mhm. Just hit 17.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I hadn't closed that by accident. So let's try again.
And MP, I think I mentioned to you about the special feat that you
Yes.
pick up. Yes.
We got the whatever the two-handed
Yeah. Exotic
I guess
weapon
sword
proficiency bastard sword. Yeah.
the Cloud Strife feed. Yes.
Yeah.
Why is it a bastard sword?
Because it didn't have a daddy.
Yeah, it doesn't have a daddy.
What? Well, now it has a daddy. It's got Alvor.
Wow.
What?
I mean, I didn't
Swing
think he
me,
liked
daddy.
his longsword in that way, but I mean,
Swing me, daddy.
If this becomes sexual, I'm leaving.
bond with me, Jimmy.
What the fuck?
think Schism has a very special relationship with her sword too.
Yeah,
Not
it's
sure
true.
where that's
It's
headed.
true. It's true.
Except
I
hers
haven't
talks. Except
actually
hers
tried
talks.
to seduce it yet.
Her sword talks back.
It does. But only
Don't
to
you have
her.
swords that look back? So it's basically Senketsu.
Windows Chaotic is
You mean,
Windows is updating, so I think
oh
they
my
really-
god.
Figures.
Oh, it's so fitting. It's so fitting.
Oh dear.
Luckily, what I've got planned is actually perfect for a sort of shrunken session time, and then next session will be the full 3 hours.
A tingly sensation.
I'm just glad we didn't cancel at the last minute.
Yep. Yep.
Because my thought process was, I am stuck behind the oldest fucking driver in the universe on this off ramp to get onto 74, and of course, when it says 45, that obviously means go 15. So you know what? We're gonna cancel tonight. We're gonna cancel. This is gonna be my fate after the hellish week I just had.
The question, Goody, is whether or not you've ever been stuck behind someone who stopped on the on-ramp so they could wait for an opening to merge.
Yep, been there.
So
Are you
also
serious?
have-
There's more than one.
Oof.
I see you also have
God damn it.
driven to in Utah on a Sunday morning.
You know, I actually haven't, but I
It's
mean,
more-
Colorado Springs is probably close.
So, the best way to describe this is that one of the off ramps to our interstate goes on to what's essentially like the road has a name, but it's a named road as it goes through the city, but it's a route that outside the city. It's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I come off of this ramp onto this let's call it the route, on my way home from work every day. And God help anyone if there is an inch of construction
Mhm.
in the far right lane, because I like to just be like, all right, y'all can fight over here for who wants to get which turn lane. I'm staying over here on the right because I'm making a right turn at that next light.
Oh Christ.
But then it just
Yeah.
wraps around all backed up if that happens,
Mhm.
Ugh.
which construction season's coming.
Oh, it's already started here.
Yeah, same here.
I was like,
Worst
yes! So I started a new job. I'm like, yes! Commute's half as long. Fucking A. And then they started construction. Ah, fuck. Commute is exactly the same as
Oh, top is
Jeez.
mood.
Oh man.
That's how I was, except it's probably the furthest I've had to drive for a job, which it's not really that bad, but it's just far enough that it's, it's across the river, so.
Man, it's gonna be so nice once I move to my apartment. It's literally like a 5-minute drive to my workplace. It's so nice.
Christ, that must be
It's
so nice.
so nice. But that'll be for later on.
There are no seasons, there are only road construction periods between winters.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Hey, Cygnus, by the way, don't worry. My mane, as you call it, will be mostly grown back by the time RoniCon rolls around.
Excellent.
I only get my hair cut like twice a year because there's a certain point where even I think it's a little unruly.
I know that feel.
Yeah, at least you don't have a fucking work dress code.
Does the dress code apply to hair?
It certainly does for us.
Christ.
Doesn't apply to us. I
Yeah,
get
I was
to.
gonna say I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So I get my hair cut probably once every 3-4 months, something like that, just to keep the
Is it
dead
true?
ends cut. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, up until my last haircut, there's this one strand of hair that got missed the time I had gone previously to get for somebody, and it just dangled in front of my face like I was part of My Chemical Romance or some shit. Like it just, I just washed my hair and just splat. It's just not moving. It's just in my face all the time. Like I have to go just to move it, and it just dangles back down.
Well, you know, there are these wonderful inventions that they've come up with called scissors. Certain that you have a pair in your own household.
Oh, I do, but it made me look schnazzy. No, that's not the right word.
Ooh.
There was this je ne sais quoi to my look when it just dangled in my face.
So speaking of looks, I know a couple of y'all have seen it. The gender bending filter on Snapchat is
Yes.
that's a thing.
No.
That's
The one from 2 years ago was like it turned out to be a virus and it was a huge
Yeah,
thing and it was
the
malware,
one-
This
but
one's
no,
from-
this
That
was
one-
just from Snapchat.
yeah,
Same idea. Just
yeah.
So,
Just
sweetie,
take a picture of
next time-
yourself and suddenly look like a girl or a guy or whatever you want to be.
I do
So-
me. Anyway,
Sweetie,
hello.
Next time I come over there, I'm gonna put the Snapchat filter on you.
Is that what they're calling it now?
What?
kids
What?
these days.
All right,
Fucking
so
millennials.
it looks like everyone's here. Hello and welcome to Champions of Narr'tor. It's been a little while, but we're back with the next exciting episode. So, last time we had quite a lot happen. The champions managed to succeed in their trial of the Sky Emerald hunt. They managed with the last clutch rolls of Schism and Akira. They managed to acquire the gem and win the hunt. And so after that, they had a brief celebration of their winnings before having a surprise visit from a certain black dragon, a one and only Morgana. Boom. There we are. And so they had a brief back and forth between them, and then Morgana disappeared. And now we are rejoining our heroes with the knowledge that they just managed to they managed to decently fight off Morgana.
I think you just got bored, TBH.
I had a few 20s in there though.
That's true.
You did.
You managed to get a few. You got some solid hits on him.
Mhm.
So with his disappearance, the champions are set free from the bonds that Akira and I think Zeal as well were trapped in, and they are let go.
It was Schism and me, wasn't it?
No, it was Akira.
Because I thought Schism also ran forward and was trying to hit him, so froze in place as well.
I think I made the save for that.
Yeah, she made the save for that.
Oh, okay.
Managed to get one hit in, but it didn't seem to do much.
Okay.
Actually, let's swap it to this one. So, There we are. So after the champions managed to drive off the black dragon, he met the monks all around them, the Vanarans, all watched in awe, and both surprise and just pure, almost excitement, I'd say.
Reverence?
Yes, reverence is a good word for it. Just they've never seen anything like that before, and so seeing that the ones that succeeded in the Sky Emerald hunt managed to drive off the evil one that suddenly appeared fills them with both awe and respect and reverence for these brave heroes. And Master Great Soul will step forward and smile. You've done well to drive off that evil creature. Who was that? I sensed a great evil coming from him.
Go ahead, Goody.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say that I would think that Zayne would be like, would want to start to answer, but he almost would feel like he might encourage Zeal to mention it, since.
Yeah, Zeal, you want to take this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry. Sitting here staring at all this nonsense trying to happen on my screen all at once. This is the little fucking phone that could, let me tell you. So, trying to remembering everything that happened. So once Morgalla would disappear, and everyone is sort of free to move around again. He wouldn't necessarily stumble, he'd very easily catch himself. Sit back up, and as his master comes forward, he would pretty much just look him dead in the eyes, and he would say, we knew him as Morgalla, but I am more certain that the name that we knew him by was Vritra.
And as you say this, all of the monks around you, their eyes will widen as you describe this.
And in fact, I might even go on if they don't say anything.
Go ahead.
And there are many things that we've seen him do that lead me to this conclusion. It's a good thing you sent me out into the world once again to have witnessed such horrors. He brought a star down out of the sky and destroyed a city. And the great citadels of Naya. burned. Entire armies of orcs were brought low by his presence. And then just kind of almost shake his head a little bit.
This is troubling news. Great Soul seems deep in thought as Master Stargaze steps forward. Zeal, are you certain this is Vritra that we just seen that emerged? As he points to the location he arrived. Actually, it was over here, yeah. At the location he arrived at.
I can't imagine him being anything else. I'm trying to think of anything else, but that's what I got. The only other thing I could think was that I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay.
No matter what,
I'm remembering back at the alchemist's place where I remember talking about how he had sat on top of the building and sort of had not a revelation, but that sort of confident feeling that this is what he needed to chase.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, the idea that was almost also a form of, like, the gods speaking to him and stuff like that. So I was just trying to think if maybe there was something I could do to add that, but I can't really think of it.
Mm-hmm.
So. Sorry, I cut someone else off. Didn't mean to.
I had some, but I lost my train of thought.
Well, god damn it. Sorry.
That's okay,
baby.
It's all right. We're just starting. We're getting back into the swing of things here.
Yeah. Been a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the core reasons that we came here was because we sought your Sky Emerald. Because it was a key component to crafting a weapon that might be able to slay him once and for all.
Weapon. As confidence moves up here. What kind of a weapon?
There's a master crafter and I almost said Whiterun. That's how long it's been.
I mean, there is a master crafter in Whiterun, but
I know.
Right. Into the Cloud District very often.
I work at the shop in the.
God damn it!
Beautiful.
In Renfall.
I heard tell there's something in Etoile.
Said there's who offered to craft us a sword capable of piercing his flesh, and ultimately, did he say it would that it would erase his spirit malice or something too? I forget, or just kill him. Am I thinking too hard about this? Capable of killing him. That's what
capable of vanquishing. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been,
something like that.
To be fair, it's been a long time in game too, so.
Yeah. And if we can take... This was the last component we needed.
Then it must be fate that you won the Sky Emerald hunt. More than just your simple skill. I believe the gods may be smiling upon you.
I would certainly hope so. We're going to need all the help we can.
Perhaps even Indra himself sees favor in you.
There's more I wanted to mention or inquire about before we did depart. This country, everything Zeal mentioned is true. Orc nations are on the rise, and it's clear that these dragons want war. To subjugate all the life forms they deem lower. That's not to say war. War would come to this island, I have no doubt. If it came to Naya, if what's transpiring in place you're from is happening as the Primordial One says, then who knows how far its infection will spread. I might advise that you and your clan make preparations. And if there's anyone at all, who may be able to convince that metallic dragon we saw to take up arms as well. Well, we might need all the help we can get on this one.
Master Stargaze, he strokes his chin in thought. I will meditate on this.
Meditate on this.
I will. I will meditate on this. I will.
Perfect.
I will meditate on this, and we will come to a decision. For now, he looks at the 5 of you. I believe all of you deserve a rest, at least for one day after everything you've been through.
We'll need to be as ready as we can before we head back to Renfall to get the sword forged.
And as before he steps away, he locks eyes with Zeal, and he smiles. You've grown quite strong in these times, in this short amount of time that you've been away. I'm quite proud to see it.
Just gonna perk up at that. Just, thank you.
And with that, the masters are going to make their way down the stairs. Boom. And I'm gonna move them down over here. Boom.
It loaded properly.
Yay! You can see all the stuff that I've got built up. Yeah.
Fuck
There you
you.
go.
So, the floor is y'all's to decide what you will be doing, if there's anything that you're going to want to do before resting for the night.
Can't think of anything in particular for Alvor. He's pretty shook up after everything and just kind of tired.
Alvor,
probably-
if you look down at yourself, you see that despite the combat already being over, the battle being over, you still feel your hands trembling from the combat that you just performed. You faced off against a black dragon. You faced off against Morgalla. You 1v1'd him. And you did pretty well.
At the same time, it's just a lot, you know. Because
Yeah,
is his friend. He's just full of anger and of rage and despair.
Literally
and righteous indignation all
trembling.
at once.
Yeah, literally trembling with everything that's been going on. So. So.
Oh, that's a pretty shook moment. I don't know if anyone else has
Shook.
anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty shook.
That said, I don't think I especially have a whole lot of role playing that I need
All
dedicated
right.
thing to do right now. So,
All
unless
right.
anybody else has
So, about the only other thing I can possibly think of for me, I don't know if I want to deal with that. I don't know if I want to deal with that though.
what?
That's
I
up
could
to
get the
you.
I could get the key. I could get the cogs in motion, but maybe not deal with it tonight. So
Up to you.
after all
Here's
this
what
is
it
said
is.
and done, after all this is said and done, as the masters are leaving, Zeal would turn sort of back towards the group, but then out of the corner of his eye, he's going to catch sight of Schism's sword once more. And almost like a glint of something seems to go through his eyes. And that's about it for now.
Oh dear.
Schism. Roll perception to notice this. That he's just throwing shade at your sword. Just throwing shade, bruh.
Almost a realization of sorts.
Throwing
Suspicion.
Vanaran shade.
I mean, there's plenty of that around. There's trees.
Yeah. Just throwing a little more. Thorny?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, there we
There it
go.
goes.
Okay. Zeal, are you trying to
Should I
hide
roll
this?
stealth?
Are you trying to hide this?
I mean, I don't know if I'm trying to hide it, but I also wouldn't necessarily want her to notice.
Okay. And stealth it too.
Okay, let me find... Oh, shit. I need to go find my character sheet. 2 seconds.
I mean, let's be real. Do we expect me to be able to beat Zeal's stealth?
Maybe.
Because I don't.
I mean, I could make him roll bluff, and then you would.
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Roll bluff! That's the one I'm not good at!
Zeal.
I mean, you can't... there we go.
Oh. All right. You just Schism. You just get a feeling. Just a general feeling of.
Just hooked on a feeling.
Yeah, you're just hooked on a feeling. 1 second. I need to roll this. 1 second.
Where's the
I mean,
saxophone?
that song, and she's gonna try to seduce him again.
I'm sorry, who's seducing who?
Everyone, but other than that,
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
So
all
where are
right.
the saxophones again?
So you're not sure where it's coming from, Schism, but you just feel a general sense of uneasiness when Zeal turns around, and as he makes his way towards, I'd assume, like his sleeping quarters, right? Zeal?
I'm trying to think if I would say anything to the group at this point, though.
Would you?
at this point, I almost feel like you would.
Yeah, if I can't think of something, then that's probably about right. Probably about the only thing I can think is maybe rest well. I guess we move tomorrow.
Well, yeah, and just because things at the moment are kind of resolved, I think that would wait until we were ready to do something one way or another.
So Zeal, before you make your way towards your quarters, Akira's going to just tug on your robes and just be like, so, I don't know if I've gone through the quarters here and they don't really look very comfortable, but I got my garden. You can bunk up with me if you like, and that goes for everyone else. If you wanna bunk up with Akira tonight, that's up. My garden is open to you.
Can offer you some plush tools.
Some plus tools.
Plus tools?
There you go.
Plus fours?
No, thank you.
Let's just take a little look-see here.
Oh my god. God damn it, Cygnus.
That was Cygnus?
That was Cygnus.
Yeah.
Let's take a look-see here.
Man of 1,000 voices, everyone.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
Aren't we intrepid?
Cygnus of 1,000 voices. All right.
Okay.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it back. All right. So,
Zeal would probably smile at Akira. I don't know if anybody can hear that, but if you hear loud bumping noises, it's not me.
I don't know. It might be.
Well, it's on my end, but it's not me.
He's
I don't
whipping
know.
out those
If
plus
anybody-
twos.
God damn it.
Plus
I
fours?
hope not.
So you
I was also
smile,
just trying to...
smile at Akira and be like,
Thank you very much for your help in the Sky Emerald hunt. You did amazingly, but I think I'm going to spend the night in my quarters one more time.
all right. But you know,
Plus tools?
if you ever change your mind, garden's open.
Oh, I'm sure it's just as... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm sure it's just as homely as Zayne's little pop-up hut.
Homely is
Akira.
not the word you are looking for.
Akira's just gonna. He's just gonna wink, and he's just like, oh, it's homely, all right. Wink.
I mean, if she winks, that's when he'd be like, and then just turn around and keep going. So,
All right. So any other folks have stuff here before dipping away to sleep? Zayne?
I think I'm good.
Zayne, you good? Schism, you good?
I think we're good.
All
please
right.
don't tell me. Give me a moment here. I know I have the damn power, but it's not on this fucking sheet. Why is it not on this fucking sheet? Why do I have like 7 copies of Zeal's sheet that are all different levels? I don't understand.
You should be level 17.
This is a level 15 sheet, but I don't know why. I wanted to use his the talk to the
meditation thing?
ancestors ability. Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't remember what the fuck it was called.
I remember what it is, but Unchained Monk. Let me just pull this up here. There we are. Key visions.
Oh, okay, yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It is. You spend 2 key points from the next day's total.
Okay, that's all. All right, cool.
Yeah. No problem.
Where is my sheet? Why is it not on my laptop? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Is it gonna matter too much?
It shouldn't. Let's see. What do I have here?
If I could figure out what the fuck it is.
I mean, unless you gave him +2 in bluff recently.
Yeah.
No. So.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna slide it back over to the title page here because this is where I was waiting to get to. Okay. So let's hit that and so with with everyone falling asleep for tonight, let's just go to that here for now. There we are.
No.
Okay. So, let me roll a little something to see who goes first.
What if it's in? Nope.
All right. So, Alvor. Okay, so here we go. I need you to roll a 2 will saves. They are not fear effects.
Will is 5.
It should be a lot higher than that.
Oh, really? Wait a minute.
Yeah. Are you looking at the right place?
Will
should
saving
be...
throws?
It should be
High school?
underneath your AC. Fort, Ref, and Will. And it should be in the total box.
Fort is 8, Ref is 9, Will is 5. Oh, total. Yeah, that's 5. It's 5. I can send you my sheet.
Yeah, that's rather odd, actually. Yeah, send me your sheet.
Gotta go to D&D folder in my OneDrive, Alvor 17. In the main campaign chat.
All right. Let me see this here. Just open that.
Well, I found level 16. Did this sheet not save, maybe? This looks right, I think.
Okay.
Anything specific recently.
Neighrator, your will is 10, because you got the base from 5. You have the base of 5, ability score of 2, and then enhancement bonus from your cloak of 3. So the total is 10, which makes your rolls 25 and 23. All right. So
yeah, the only thing I can think is maybe my stuff didn't save, I guess.
That day.
I'll have to fix it later.
Ooh.
Oh well.
That's all right. If anything, this is the session to be able to do it. So
now my will, maybe my PDF didn't update because now it does say. Now it says 10 again.
That's odd. All right. Well, there you go. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so fall asleep. It takes a little bit to get settled in and everything. But as the dream takes hold, your eyes open, and immediately your senses are overwhelmed with death. You gaze upon a massive city, its ornate towers ablaze in green flame. The sounds of screaming civilians in all directions, the smell of sulfur and burning flesh in the air. It permeates the air to the point where you can taste it on your tongue. And then you see him. The massive form of a dragon hovering with each mighty flap of his blackened wings before landing on the roof of the main castle. Ignore the metallic-like plating on the face, but yeah, it's basically like that. He lets out a roar, and the roof of the main castle's bricks and mortar, they crack underneath its weight. As his head lowers, he locks eyes with you, and you can see the sides of his maw curl into a toothy grin as his chest begins pulsing before unleashing a massive gout of green flame upon the courtyard. I need you to roll a reflex save.
I am Tony Stark, by the way. Traumatized after the battle of Ren.
Love you 3000.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
Be quiet. Fuck you.
All right. Let's see. I need to swap this music here. Oh.
See, now I'm singing that song in my head, though, Goody.
I know.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, the only thing I can think is that my sheet didn't update, so I'll just fix that later. Big deal.
Actually, no. This one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, luckily, with that roll, you managed to protect yourself by hiding behind a nearby fallen statue. Everything else, however, is set ablaze and seems to not only burn, but also rot away at the touch of the flame. Roll a perception check.
Perception. 23.
All right. Nearby, you see a family huddling in a corner for safety. What will you do?
I'm going to shout at them to run.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make my way towards them and prepare to shield them with my shield.
Okay.
My mighty shield.
My mighty shield. And all right. So, as you approach, the woman turns to look at you, and you immediately recognize her as the Lady Ashwood and her husband, as well as their child. I need you to make a will save. It's a little bit of a memory thing here.
Oh, hey.
Do you remember back in Naya on the wall?
Yeah. I said my goodbyes to Ray.
Not just that. So, Lady Ashwood looks at you, one side of her face the caring, noble mother, but on the other side, you see the true nature of what lies within, the slitted golden eyes of the dragon hiding herself away in disguise, her mouth turned up into a twisted grin at you. And as she places a hand on your chest, she whispers, "Thank you for your service, Captain."
Perfect.
And your vision is sucked away as you awaken in the morning. And so that is Alvor. Next up,
Well done.
Let's see.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Let's see. 3 to see who's next. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Zayne.
Yep.
As you get settled in, your eyes close. You You prepare for resting and a good night's sleep. As your consciousness begins to fade into subconscious, I need you to make 2 will saves. Hey, awesome. All right. So, Zayne, as your consciousness flits away into subconscious, your dream's eyes open, and you are brought to the familiar sight of your home. All is peaceful. Birds are singing, flowers all along the city are blooming. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
On days like this, fish like you
should be burning in hell.
You know. I'm sorry.
I'm glad someone else caught the reference.
I've seen too much of that stupid fucking shit not to.
Alright, 35. Even with your paltry dice roll, you manage to spot a nearby group of Undines chatting and laughing. And with that roll, you recognize 2 of them. One of them as your sister, Scylla, and the Archdruid, Okid. What will you do? And they seem to be chatting with a group of other various Undine citizens.
Oh, I suppose I will approach.
All right.
Because,
Mm.
you know, I
All
didn't
right.
get to spend as much time with my sister as I had hoped, but, you know, war.
So, with that roll, as you approach, you notice something new that you hadn't yet. Scylla appears to be holding her belly with one hand. Can you roll me a heal check? All right. So with that heal, based on your knowledge, she appears to be showing behaviors of being with child, though her body has yet to start truly showing the signs of such things. She notices you staring, and she smiles at you, her visage absolutely radiant. "Ah, Zayne!" you hear from behind you.
Before I can even react to Scylla, he's gonna like turn around.
He's gonna snap you out of it. And let's see where. Fuck.
Is our good friend the paddle boy?
It's the wrong folder. It's your boy Resh, the steward.
Hey.
He was a good guy.
I thought I might find you meandering out here. What's gotten into you? I was preparing a meal and you just wandered off.
Oh, I was just well, Scylla, had you not noticed? I turned to point her out.
So, as he says, you just wandered off. You're beginning to say something, and Okid, you recognize his voice as it interrupts you. "Yes, Zayne. You left me to die." And you...
Oh no.
As you turn...
He saw me right behind me.
No. So as you turn, the entire setting of Naya begins to tear itself apart as if in a massive green, windy storm of some kind. As you turn and you see Okid's body blackened and charred, with Morgalla standing above him, along with his 2 children at either side. Your sister's body is crumpled at their feet, and all 3 of their eyes are upon you.
Is this a time to react?
It is for you.
Okay. So I'm at the way I picture this is that as I'm just about to turn to point out to Resh what I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hear Okid's
You left
voice
me to
say
die.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
I freeze up and Zayne turns to see the rotting decay of his home behind him, with twisted Okid now with those 3
looming humanoid figures, their eyes glowing and upon you.
And what happened with Scylla?
She is crumpled at their feet.
At that point, he's just going to start shaking with just fury. And
Morgalla sees this and grins a toothy grin at you.
And at that point, is there water around him or me, or
No, there is not.
Okay.
You failed your friends. You failed your sister. And you will fail your world.
Get away from her!
And as you roar that out, you're pulled back into consciousness. Yeah.
Damn, boy.
All right.
Man, tonight's just one of those nights.
It's just one of those nights, man.
Fucking A.
Luckily, Zayne, you made those will saves at the start, so you don't need to worry about what I have in store for you later on. Now then, let's see.
Yay!
Subtle foreshadowing.
I'm glad.
All right. So, Zeal.
Hi.
Hello there. As you make your, you've made it back
General
to your,
Kenobi.
You've made it back to your old quarters. You managed to get yourself all settled in. You've done your nightly meditation, and now you're preparing to slip away into sleep. As your eyes close, you prepare not just for sleep, but for the key visions to take hold during your sleep. I need you to make 2 will saves.
Okay. Just give me 2 moments. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Pretty much. All right. Where's my will save? There it is. Not as high as you would think, but then again, they fuck with this shit all the time. All right. Okay. 1 and 2.
All right. Okay. So, Zeal, as you make your way into this
I apologize. Give me 2 seconds to switch over to the computer. It finally finished downloading Discord, and I could plug my phone in because my phone's my internet, and it is almost dead.
Yay! In the meantime, Chaotic, are you okay with me doing Schisms in the meantime? I'll do Schisms and then I can do yours last. All right. Thorny.
Will saves?
What is... Okay, so what is your general plan for falling asleep? Where are you going to sleep tonight? Are you going to go to like one of the... Zayne, I imagine you had your tiny hut still going, or
like I can always say that I built my magic house thing.
Yeah, the magic house. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever standard accommodations have been set up, I think she'd be too worn out and on edge to try anything more exotic.
Okay.
Am I good to go?
Secure
you are loud, but yes, you are good to go.
Interesting. I don't know why I'm so loud.
It might be on my end. Try talking again.
Hi.
Okay, you're good. That actually works just fine. I'll do Schism last. Zeal, as you settle into your little room
accommodations,
your accommodation, you prepare yourself for the key visions, and you meditate and drift off into your subconscious. Your eyes into the dream open, and you are within the familiar temple courtyard of Highleaf Monastery. You are free to look around, make a perception check, move about.
Surely. Hold up. Oh, I see what happened.
What happened?
Oh, such a dummy. I'm such a dumb.
What happened?
My sheet was level 17, but I forgot to switch the level 16 to say 17. That was it.
Okay.
Then I looked at my base attack bonus. I'm like, oh, it's 17? Why? Because I looked at my perception. I'm like, why do I have 17 points in that if this didn't save?
All right.
I'm just a dumb. So, anyways. So perception check, right.
Yes.
Where's that? There it is. Hiding from me. Unrecognized command. How about recognize it? There we go.
Yeah.
So, standing in the Highleaf Monastery's inner courtyard, and he just he's opened his eyes, and he's just...
Everything around you seems peaceful. Young Vanarans are training, meditating, all manner of furthering their own paths. Looking down at yourself, you notice that you're no longer wearing the typical garb that you remember wearing. Rather, you're wearing the garb of one of the masters of the temple.
It's just almost stunned by even by the thought itself. It's like it just never occurred to him that maybe he was in that realm of ability now, and he's just like, wait, what? Just kind of looking at his hands and looking at the clothing, and he's just like touching it, and he's like, ooh, I like it. Ooh, it's silky.
All right. So, you look upon the courtyard, and this would probably be a sense motive. Yeah, go ahead, sense motive. Just get a general feel of your surroundings. You're not entirely sure why you're wearing these clothes, but you can probably make an inference that whatever this dream is, maybe it's a vision of the future, perhaps. Maybe after you defeat Morgalla and save the world, maybe you'll return to Highleaf and become a master. Maybe train your own batch of students yourself.
That thought almost fills him. It fills him with a certain kind of satisfaction and joy. Just the very thought itself as it kind of floats through his head. Because he hadn't given much thought at all to the future beyond any kind of future that could even be beyond Morgalla. So, I mean, I guess maybe he would start looking around at all the students themselves, maybe see if, like, because I guess since apparently I seem to know that I'm in a dream, for damn sure, look around and see if any of the faces just look familiar, as if they're, like, taking on the forms of people that I know or something.
Perception check.
Nope.
It doesn't appear that you recognize any in particular. However, on a nearby, at a nearby, what's the word? You said it was an inner courtyard. Yeah, it's an inner courtyard, so that would probably be maybe like gates or something. I don't know if they would have gates or anything in the monastery, but
on the outside walls, I guess. I always imagined the whole thing was very open to the air. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just at a gate-like opening, you see Masters Great Soul and Stargaze standing there. And
I suppose
they just seem to be observing the students as they perform their training.
Well, I suppose he would start making his way towards them, more than likely.
All right. As you make your way, both of them will turn their gazes to you and both nod and smile.
I guess he won't be able to help but let himself just crack into a wide grin. Teeth, everything, just like, it's like, I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
Tell them to drop and give me 50. I'm the boss now.
Did you hear me?
You notice that Great Souls, he seems to have a slight bit of graying in his mighty mane of a beard that he has going on. So,
just reinforcing that this seems to be the future.
Mm-hmm. Your students seem to be progressing well. Master, I'm still getting used to calling you that. It seems like it was just yesterday you were just one of the students here.
I wouldn't be where I am today without your guidance.
Mm-hmm. You've certainly come a long way. I'm glad that after what happened with Master Confidence, you were strong and brave enough to step forward and take up the mantle. I'm sure he would be very proud of you.
This, I'm a little confused. Because, obviously, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
It just maybe, like, again, another kind of almost stunned moment, and he'll just kind of whisper his name. Master Confidence? like sort of like whispering it almost like in disbelief, actually.
Great Soul. So Master Great Soul places a hand upon his chest. Yes. He seemed to have fallen ill not too long ago, and sadly the disease took him. Don't you remember? You were by his side the entire time. I have not seen such dedication to one's master in a long time.
I don't know, he's stunned. And the very fact, again, like this seems to be visions of the future, he's almost horrified. Oh god.
A new message has arrived. A new message has arrived.
I'm gonna need to go shut that up.
Alright.
But yeah, I think that's about all he would do. He'd probably have like a horrified look on his face, almost. Again, I seem to be aware that this is a dream, so I don't know if I'd interact with him and be like, "This is all a dream, it's not real!" I don't know. I don't think he wouldn't do that, but...
Probably not.
He'd probably just have a horrified look on his face, and he would say, I don't... Almost as though it's just kind of like that, just still playing along with the dream, even though you know you're in a dream. I can't believe that happened.
Yes, it took all of us by surprise. He seemed quite healthy, but...
What could have laid him so low?
I am unsure. It was nothing that we had seen before, but... Well, he had you by his side, and I'm sure that helped ease his pain.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have much of anything I can think of. I mean, I guess maybe at that point he might take his leave of them and go to his quote-unquote students to both think on what he seems to be seeing here, as well as to possibly try to ask the question that he is burning to have answered. Okay. Although I don't know if his masters are the ones I am supposed to be asking, but I imagine not. So...
All right. So...
Because they're still alive.
yeah, they're still alive. So you go over to observe your students, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll a perception check here.
Another perception. 32.
Okay, so as you observe the students, you just do a general glance along the room, side to side. You see a couple of them performing just general sparring. You see some of them meditating, and one in particular, you're not sure why, the reason why, but you seem drawn to him for some reason. He appears to be a bit of a younger student. He is meditating.
Is he a Vanaran?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. I will observe said student who seems to be drawing my interest for whatever reason.
Okay. So.
I'll start moving closer, but more observing.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see. Are you drawing closer to him, or are you just in general just walking around the training area?
It's kind of one of those I don't make it obvious that I'm getting closer kind of thing.
Okay. Roll a
getting
stealth.
closer so I can see him better, but...
Okay. Roll a... If you're trying to hide your movements, roll a stealth check.
Whoops, it wasn't supposed to be +4, it's supposed to be +24.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it's 31?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just trying to see what it is about him that seems to be drawing my attention for whatever reason. I know, because Zeal's one of those, he's a religious guy. He knows these things mean something.
Alright. So as you
trying to figure out what it means.
As you draw closer, he seems to have almost a glow about him. It's a bit different from what the typical students would have. They all seem to be fairly mundane in their practices, but he seems much more in tune with himself as you approach. You seem to get this general idea that he's a bit more gifted than some of the other seem to be.
Okay. I might just actually more so approach now at this point.
And as you do this, his ears will perk up, and he doesn't appear to move at all, and with that, you feel you don't necessarily hear the voice coming from him, but you sort of feel it inside you. It's almost like a telepathy of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's Anakin. God damn it.
It's perfect.
Ah, Master. Or Zeal. As you hear... it definitely doesn't sound like a child Vanaran voice. I see you've come once more in your dreams. To what do I owe this honor?
So now I'm kind of getting the understanding what's going on here. So, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I'm supposed to be asking my question now. So he approaches since obviously he doesn't sound like a child. He looks like a child, but yeah. Anyways.
Looks like a child, but the voice doesn't sound like a child.
Absolutely. So he will approach and he will give a bow. He will say, I have more questions that need answers if you can help me. You see things from beyond the veil that we in the mortal realm cannot. So, I'm trying to think what question I should ask. I've got 2. I can only ask 1. I'm trying to think. Which one would be the better one to ask first?
As long as it is something that is to occur within 1 week. That's divination. It's
to occur within a week.
It's in relation to a specific goal, event, or activity within 1 week of the time of the divination.
Well, one of the questions I was going to ask...
Hmm?
They're not... The funny thing is, I'm trying to think. Would it be a goal, event, or... Well, it's an activity, I guess, kind of.
Okay.
Maybe the questions I have don't fit.
Well, go ahead.
I'll throw it at the group at this point, because I don't want to hold up too long. He was going to be asking about Schism's sword, and there's 2 different questions I was going to ask, and I need to see if they even might fit. The first one was to ask, is the sword, like, controlling Schism in any way? And the other one was, is Morgalla tracking us by the sword? Would either one of those seem like a question to ask first? Did they seem to even fit what a divination can do, I guess. I always thought it was just kind of you could ask like a general question, and that it could be something up to a week, but like you would be able to like ask about something that has happened too, I guess.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's something within a week. Or something that you plan to something concerning something that you plan to act upon within a week.
Okay, I could rephrase it. I could rephrase it to if I were to approach Schism about whether or not the blade is controlling her, like, what would happen or something.
Would it bring weal or woe? Yeah.
It basically. And I'm trying to think how I'd rephrase the other one. I have no clue.
You could.
If I were to ask the masters about whether or not the sword is being tracked, what would happen? That doesn't. It doesn't.
Not quite. No.
I don't think that question can be rephrased.
No.
Not really.
Well,
that's only if you.
One can.
I was going to say only if you demand that divination not be able to answer a question like that.
Yeah, that's one of those. Yeah.
So, I suppose that I'll probably ask the first one then. So I'm trying to think exactly how to phrase it.
Okay.
I'm holding everybody up way too long. Let's get.
No, it's all good.
Let's get this
it's
done.
all good. This there's a reason that this is happening tonight.
Fair. So I needed to ask. Damn. See, I need to know more of not Schism's reaction to the sword. How would I phrase a question that I want to see if a sword is controlling somebody? Anybody have any ideas there? I'm drawing a blank.
Would X bring good or bad?
It would be me asking, like, if approaching Schism about it would be good or bad.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good way to phrase it.
I guess that's the only way I can think of at this point. So.
Is Schism the Red Spy?
God damn it.
Jeff.
Who was that?
That
was probably
Thorny.
a very poor soldier.
Thorny, yeah.
It was obvious. He was the red spy. He'll turn red any second now.
He's a goddamn pinko.
See, I told you guys. She's turning red. Oh, wait, no, that's blood.
Will Link meet the spy?
Yes. Divide. Fight amongst yourselves.
God damn it. So he'll approach, he will bow, and he will say, I needed to have a question answered. I am afraid that there's more going on with Schism's sword than seems to be the case. I were to take a more... What's the word? Heavy? No, I don't want to say heavy-handed. I don't want to say direct. I don't even want to say direct, almost.
Stronger?
More aggressive.
Stronger?
More aggressive. Yeah, more aggressive. If I were to take a more aggressive approach towards figuring out what is going on with this sword and or taking care of it, what might come of that?
That is a complicated...
So you want me to go ahead and roll the percentage roll?
Yep, go ahead. Well, actually, no, 80... I will.
Okay. It does say I know if it failed.
Oh,
so.
Okay. In that case,
if the dice roll fails, plus... you know. 1 per caster level, and I'm 17, so it would be 87% chance of success.
Yep. So roll that D100.
High, bad, low, good?
High, bad, low, good.
Okay.
All right, low, good.
Yay!
This matter is complicated. It's not entirely something that I can foresee. I'll have to say it will bring good and bad, likely, depending on how you decide to approach it.
Okay, well, I knew that much.
I would not be aggressive, though. That seems to be the wrong way of approaching your friend. She seems to be a more subtle type. Be direct, but be, as we say, like a river.
Be able to flow like water.
Be able to flow like water, and adjust to her reactions as needed.
Literally telling me to do the one thing that Zeal is shit at.
Exactly. This is your character arc.
Yeah, true.
And as you finish asking that question, Great Soul and Stargaze are both going to approach and place both hands on your shoulders. Are you okay, Zeal? You seem to be in a bit of a trance there.
So that kind of like snapping out of a trance thing, looking back to see the ancestor, only to find he's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Also, the student that was glowing as well is no longer there. He appears to have vanished into thin air.
Merely thinking, masters. Nothing to worry about. As he'll give a bit of a worried smile to himself. Because he's like, God damn, this is going to be the most difficult thing I've ever done.
You seem troubled, Zeal. What? You know that you can tell us whatever it is that is bothering you.
Can I roll the sense motive on that?
We are masters, after all. We must be tranquil to lead our students. Go ahead, sense motive.
I was going to say, I'm suspicious. I don't know if Zeal would necessarily be, but I'm suspicious.
Okay.
I don't know if you're a master at this point.
His words ring true for you, but you hesitate a moment, wanting to share things, but his words do ring true for you.
I don't like all these buts.
The masters do typically try to avoid any sort of distress if at all possible. They try to.
Well, of course, it's just since I feel that Zeal, because Zeal seems to know this is a dream too, that he knows magicians can fuck with dreams. That's why, like, I personally was like, well, I know he knows magician can fuck with shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not know exactly how they do it or what forms it takes, but like, I don't know. That's just me also being very paranoid. Like, I'm like the way he said it's like, you can tell us anything.
You can tell us anything. We are all masters.
That's the part that made me suspicious. I'm like, well, either way. I'm merely worried about my friends, is all. I need to ask a question of them. And hopefully it goes well.
So,
where are they?
Great Soul.
By the way.
Great Soul raises an eyebrow. Friends? Who are you speaking of, Zeal?
The ones that I brought to the temple with me.
Great Soul and Stargaze look to each other and then to you. You never brought anyone to the temple. I don't recall that. From my own memory, you trained under confidence, and when he sadly passed away due to illness, you were chosen to take up the mantle as one of the masters.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. What is going on here?
And Master Stargaze, his eyes are going to glow their typical golden color when he's pondering something. You seem unwell, Zeal. Do you require rest? And from behind you, a voice booms around the temple. Yes, I think you need to rest.
I'm going to turn to find the source of the voice.
And as you turn, the great trees of Manasvipa erupt into a blazing inferno, the monastery's great structures crumbling to the ground. Sleep eternally, and know that your struggles will end soon.
You will be the one facing your death.
And as the laughter rumbles throughout your mind, you wake up in a cold sweat.
That Ilya rumble.
Dat rumble, though.
That was a good shit.
Yeah, that's some good shit. All right. And last but not least, Schism. So, I need you, as you're preparing to sleep in Zayne's little hut for the night. You get all settled in. I assume you're not sleeping in your armor, right?
No.
Yeah. You're getting nice and comfy for tonight, and you slip
Putting on your bunny slippers.
Putting on your bunny slippers, the whole 9 yards.
They're two little insects.
Oh, there you
go.
I like
two
that.
little beetle slippers.
There we go.
And as you slip into bed and drift off to dreamland, I need you to make 2 will saves.
Oh boy.
Will saves.
Those were like alarmingly average.
Not bad. So, your eyes open. And let's see, what would be an appropriate theme for this? So, your eyes open, and the roar of battle cries come from all around you. I need you to roll a perception check. All right. So, 22. Catching your senses, you brandish a mundane blade to defend yourself against whatever is attacking you. And as you collect your senses, you manage to spot a multitude of different various humanoid races, one of which is standing alongside you, brandishing a scimitar. And I need you to roll, since this is a dream, another will save to just see if you can identify who this is.
Boom.
Even
Well, that
in your
one I
dreams,
understand.
even in your dreams, you would recognize her. Cassandra. Both of you are fighting off a group of raiders that have commandeered your ship. You brandish your blade and you stand against them, but you are hopelessly outnumbered. Despite the situation, you manage to take in your surroundings. Traveling by a boat along the coastline, it appears your assailants have managed to climb aboard to ambush you. The two of you fight and continue fighting, but eventually you're overwhelmed, and your companion is dragged aboard their raiding ship, screaming your name to get your attention.
Schism would charge at wherever she thought the voice was coming from, trying to get through.
Alright, I need you to roll a single attack roll. Just no bonuses from weapons or anything, just a BAB plus strength.
Right.
Yeah, just your regular melee. Alright. So, turning to the sound of the scream, you see Cassandra being dragged aboard their ship. Rushing towards her, you manage to pick up her discarded scimitar and let out a battle cry as you charge at one of the raiders. You manage to get a few good hits in, but even you are overwhelmed. And from the sounds of being knocked, from the feeling of being knocked aside, you hear the voices communicating with each other. What a crazy bitch. I think we should teach her a lesson, boys. And the sound of male laughter echoes throughout your mind as your vision is pulled away from the setting and you're surrounded by a dark, purplish abyss. It seems like my wayward children are toying with you and your friends.
This is different.
And I need you to roll a perception check. I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. Okay. Is it 1 second? My fucking roll 20 is just fucking up here. 1 second.
Gee, like that isn't something you hear every single fucking time
It's
you
just the
log
sound.
into Roll20.
It's just the sound. It doesn't seem to be playing the audio. 1 second. Boom. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, you rolled perception 16?
Yes.
Okay. So, looking around, you seem to be almost... it feels like you're swimming. It feels like you're swimming in this dark purplish abyss, but you can breathe. You don't have any trouble breathing under here. And turning, you face the visage of what appears to be a fish. Do you have knowledge nature?
I really doubt it. No, I do not.
Okay. Do you have just roll general intelligence check?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You can't quite identify what it is, but it has a long dangling light.
Of course it does.
From just dangling from an antenna on its head, as it seems to be the only source of light in this dark abyss.
That's one of them.
Anglerfish.
What's it called?
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
I know what it is. Schism does not.
Yeah, Thorny knows what it is. But as you look at it, I need you to roll a will save.
So many will saves tonight.
All right. So you do manage to remember, and how could you forget? The one distinct feature you recognize on this fish is one that you would almost never forget. The eyes, matching the same eye that resides on the sword that you carry.
Ooh.
It appears I managed to pull you out just in time.
Pull me out from where?
As the fish just sort of swims around, it appears that my wayward children are toying with you and your friends, invading your dreams, causing you to relive and experience terrible things, all to break your morale. It's rather clever, actually.
Your children?
Ah. Had I not told you, there is a reason I am no fan of my children's actions. Did I not share that with you?
If I'm understanding matters correctly, you have shared precious little so far.
I do apologize. Well, it's hard for me to trust creatures nowadays, especially mortal ones. Yes, my wayward children see themselves as masters of this world, and yet they don't even comprehend what is right in front of them. Here you are, creatures that up to this point have destroyed and annihilated every opposition, obstacle, enemy in your wake. I am surprised they do not already fear you.
Should they fear me or you?
Why, that's merely a matter of perspective. They should fear us. For you see, I am merely a weapon, right? At this moment, I am but paltry compared to my power long ago. But you are the one who directs me. You are the one who chooses my prey. And to me, that seems like quite a lot of power. Wouldn't you agree?
As the situation stands, but I'm curious. If they are your children, how did you become as you are now? How did you get in the hands of some oaf lingering in a cave somewhere?
Questions for, I think, another time. I'm not ready to reveal all my secrets to you yet. However, I am glad that you managed to find me here. I was getting so lonely.
It seems a shame, really. This form, to be locked away. It does seem improper.
Oh, you have no inkling how much I want to rend my children's flesh myself. But I am patient. I can wait a little longer. You seem like quite the capable wielder of mine. Much more capable than my previous one. He was short-sighted, let's say.
Well, we do have something in common. And I fear that is a lack of trust for the moment. I'm used to the words of manipulators and flatterers. And right now, I can't tell how truthful you're being. But for the moment, if we do have a common goal, you can count on my assistance.
That brings me more joy than you know, child. And rest assured, when we take care of my wayward children, I will grant you all your questions answered. And with that, your vision is sucked away, and you wake up in the morning. Now, something interesting here. With all that said, I need to look this up here. Okay, so I need everyone. Everyone will take 5 points of damage, and unfortunately, everyone except for Zayne, actually. Everyone except Zayne takes 5 damage. Zeal, Alvor, and Schism, you are fatigued this morning. And I need to roll something here real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And everyone is afflicted with unluck. Okay, yeah.
So what's new?
So everyone except for Zayne is afflicted with unluck. So with that,
no.
Yeah, you are unlucky.
Well, I mean, my city got razed to the ground. I consider that rather unlucky. I'm just saying.
I've been exiled from my homeland.
Zeal, Alvor, and Zayne.
What precisely does that do? Is that just like a every once in a while I can tell you to re-roll that and fuck you?
Yep, and take the worst result. It lasts for forever until you can get it dispelled.
How do we get it dispelled?
Gotta ask
Schism in the morning.
Ask a magic person.
I was gonna say I can do some of that.
However, you don't know that you have unluck.
So boned.
You don't know you have unluck. All you know is you're really tired. All right, so next time on Champions of Narr'tor, we're going to figure out what Akira dreams about, and then we will continue our journey towards our ultimate goal.
Ass kicking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So
Zayne is going to be even more important than ever.
All right. So how'd y'all like that session?
That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good. It's the tension, foreshadowing. It's good.
Nothing was set on fire in Schism stream. She should be #blessed.
Mm-hmm. There's and I've also fed a couple of interesting little tidbits here and there. Possibly something to investigate further next time on Champions of Narr'tor. So, for those of you in the stream, I hope you all enjoyed watching tonight. Glad to have this back. We're going to start getting back into weekly every Friday at 8. We're going to skip the 24th this month because Kai is going to be out at a convention, but other than that, it should be going every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So until next time, y'all have a good one, and we will see all of you in the next stream. Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Night, folks.